Hi YouTube friends, Caroline here, and I hope this video finds you making it a great day. So today's video is all about how to tell if you're doing too much cardio and if your cardio is hurting your fitness goals. So you know me, and there is nothing better than the rush and endorphin high after a really good spin class or a solid swim interval session or the elliptical or a run. But it seems that more and more cardio is starting to overtake every other fitness activity, that people are doing cardio on almost a daily basis. And actually, they feel like they should be in better shape than they are, but they're not. And I'm seeing more and more clients come to me with weight gain, fat gain, frustration, hormone imbalances, and they all pretty much say about the same thing. Caroline, I'm doing all the right things, but I'm gaining weight, or I'm exhausted, or I'm injured or achy, and I just don't understand why it's not working. And then we start to look at what they've been doing with their fitness routine. Cardio in the morning, group fitness at night, spin, yoga, spin, running long periods of time. And it's kind of like every single day they're working their heart muscle and sweating themselves into exhaustion and actually backfiring in their intentions to lose weight, develop lean muscle mass, boost their metabolism. Everything they're doing right isn't actually working. They're almost self-sabotaging themselves by doing so much cardio. And it's interesting because cardio is always touted as the safe thing to do. Like, oh, go do cardio and you'll see results, or you'll lose weight, or you'll lose fat. But actually, we are now seeing that people are becoming serious aerobic junkies and suffering from chronic cardio overload. And a lot of the symptoms of chronic cardio overload include weight gain, fat gain, hormone changes from so much stress on the body, repetitive stress injuries, appetite changes, mood changes, energy fluctuations. I mean, you name it, there is so many negative things that can happen when you kind of become addicted to cardiovascular exercise. And it's really unfortunate because we're not told about all of these negative side effects of doing too much cardio. We're always told like, oh, don't do a back squat because you might get hurt, or, don't do a strength workout because, you just don't want to hurt your back or your neck or whatever. But actually, I'm seeing more people in my practice get more injuries and more issues from too much cardio, stress fractures, hormone imbalances, all of these negative side effects, like a repressed immune system, they're getting sick all the time. It's because they're doing too much cardio and they just don't know how to stop or how to change things. And they don't want to give up their cardio, which I totally get because cardio is amazing and it can be a really valuable part of a fitness routine. But they just don't know how to shift what they're doing to maximize their training. So I want to invite you today to look at how much cardio are you doing. Is it giving you the benefits that you want? Or are you sweating yourself to exhaustion and not really being able to reap the benefits from your training? So again, if you experience any of the symptoms of chronic cardio overload, repetitive stress injuries, too much cortisol in your body so your hormone fluctuates, or you're getting thyroid problems or PCOS or any weird hormone imbalances that come from elevated cortisol in your system, if you're struggling with energy, if you're gaining fat, or you're having a hard time losing what some people call the stubborn belly, or you're small but you're soft, or gosh, there's just so many issues that come from too much cardio, and maybe you've already experienced some of them. You found that the more and more you do, the less benefits you're starting to see, and you're like, what the heck? I've been in the gym for 2 hours, or I've been running all these marathons, and why aren't things working? Or am I soft? Or I'm not seeing a lean muscle mass. It's because you're doing too much cardio. And I know that's a big truth bomb, but too much cardio will backfire. So, okay, if you experience any of these symptoms and you're like, all right, I'm doing too much cardio but I love it. And I love that high that comes from the endorphin rush. You don't have to give up cardio. Cardio is valuable. It's important. Your heart is an important muscle. You just might have to shift how you're training and how you are approaching program design and cardiovascular training. And I want to give you some suggestions today on how to kind of engineer your fitness programming differently so that you can lose fat, find a healthy weight, balance out your hormones, stop getting injured, start seeing results, have more energy, feel uplifted by your exercise routine. And it just might be shifting the way you look at things and starting to train differently. So the first thing I would recommend if you're coming down from chronic cardio overload is to minimize your cardio workouts to under an hour. So, if you've been training for marathons, your workouts are, maybe longer than that because you're training for a specific event. And I understand if you're training for a specific race that sometimes your cardiovascular workouts need to be longer than an hour. If so, please make sure that once you're done with that race or event, you go back to cardio workouts that are less than an hour so that you don't end up going into chronic overtraining mode and getting all of those negative side effects from too much cardio. I never recommend cardio for more than an hour. You shouldn't need more than an hour to get the effects. In fact, sometimes you don't even need more than 20 minutes. If you're training effectively, you're working your heart at different intensities and you're sweating and you're breathing hard and you're really trying to challenge your system, you don't need more than an hour. And in fact, you definitely want to keep it less than an hour and focus on quality, skill of movement, and performing your best. I always think a longer workout isn't better. A better workout is better. So make that your mantra when you're designing your cardio fitness workouts. You also want to replace 2 of those cardio days or long cardio session days with strength training. Real strength training, not group fitness, wave around the 8-pound weight strength training. That's not real strength training. You want to get in the gym and teach yourself how to strength train. And this is a huge reason that I developed my 6-week strong body program. I wanted to teach aerobahos, cardio junkies, and group fitness addicts that there's life outside of cardio and that learn how to use the weight room to see benefits and to see results. So I put together the 6-week program that teaches you how to build a balanced strength training program that invites you to learn what you should be feeling when you do certain exercises, how to design strength workouts so that you get the most benefit, and how to teach yourself how to be confident in the weight room because it's not that scary of a place. So it really is about trying to replace some of the cardio with strength training. So looking at your week and saying, okay, I'm doing cardio this day, resting this day, strength this day, so that it's very balanced and you're getting a lot of variety and challenge, and you're giving your body not just the cardiovascular piece, but the strength piece. And in my 6-week program, I give you that schedule. I give you, okay, this is what you're doing on Monday, and then you're doing this on Tuesday, and you're doing this on Wednesday, so that you can kind of break free of the routines that are hurting you and start to develop healthier habits that will help you. It's hard. It's hard to change what you've been doing, but it is possible, and I want to show you how. So there's 6 weeks of schedule so that you can kind of start to see, oh my gosh, there's life outside of these like sweaty mess cardio sessions, and you'd be shocked by the results of replacing 2 cardio workouts with 2 strength workouts. You develop lean muscle mass, your metabolism gets boosted, you start to feel strong and grounded, your joints ache less, your body feels more balanced, you have better posture. The list goes on. Strength training is phenomenal. And that's probably why all the people who are strength training junkies are always like, oh my gosh, when I started strength training, my life changed. There's a reason that they fall in love with strength training. It's because it actually does create those kind of results. So if you don't know how to strength train yet, if you haven't learned how to maximize your time on the weight room floor, it's time to start. There's no better time than the present than to teach yourself something new, and then to teach yourself how to reap the benefits of a well-rounded strength program design. Please, please take the time to learn about strength training and to educate yourself and empower yourself with information and resources on how to build a strong body. My Strong Body Beautiful program can do it. Investing in a coach can do it. Whatever you feel you need to educate yourself and get strong. Because strength training is something you can do until the end of time if you do it right. So you want to make sure that you give yourself the opportunity to experience that. You also, if you've been a chronic cardio junkie for years, you want to go see your doctor and get all your blood work and see what your cortisol levels are, because chances are if you've been a long-term runner or marathoner or group fitness person or high-impact person, those cortisol levels are through the roof. And what happens when you have too much cortisol in your system? Well, your body hangs on to fat, it hangs on to stress. You struggle with anxiety, you might struggle with sleeplessness because there's so much cortisol in your body. And again, exercise, while it's good for us, the body senses it as stress. It's stressful on the body. So when you have too much stress on your body will respond to it like you're having too much stress. You won't sleep, you will struggle with anxiety, you'll gain weight, gain fat, and all of these things. So if you've been a chronic cardio junkie for years, get your blood work done, check your cortisol levels, and then start to address healthy ways to deal with that stress that don't require exercise. Deep breathing, meditation, mindfulness-based stress reduction, hanging out with a friend, getting outside, aromatherapy. There are a million ways to lower your cortisol without elevating your heart rate. So if you don't know any ideas that work for you yet, this would be a good opportunity to start to personalize ways that you manage stress that are healthy. And of course, my Strong Body Beautiful program has a whole week where you just focus on stress management techniques and gives you resources and different things that you can pick and choose from to decide what works for you in personalizing your approach to managing stress. I know for me, when I get home from a really busy day, this is crazy, but I turn on Hawaiian music because there's something about Hawaiian music that just puts me in a state of just aloha spirit. So you find the things that kind of allow you to just exhale. Maybe you've tried my meditations on YouTube, or you have a stretching video that really works for you, or you know that you go to this one group dinner that where at the end of your group dinner with all of your girlfriends, you feel like, man, you just had the weight of the world taken off of your shoulders. So if you're coming off of chronic cardio overload, writing out a list of different things that you can do to lower the stress in your body and in your life is really going to help you start to restore that cortisol level to normal so that you don't have all of this stress built up in your physical system from going at it too hard over time. So making sure that you find healthy ways to manage stress is key. And then also, last but not least, finding ways to nourish your body with healthy, nutrient-dense foods. I know a lot of people that feel like they have to exercise for like a certain amount of time to earn what they eat. And this drives me freaking nuts because exercise is not punishment and you do not have to earn your food. What you eat should not be tied into how long you didn't or did exercise. That is just so backwards. Your body needs food, and it needs good food to perform well, not just in your workouts, but in your life. So please, if you have a mentality of reward punishment with your workouts, get that out of your head right now. That does not serve you, and I truly believe that you can develop a healthy and positive relationship to food and to fitness. But you have to address the thoughts that are currently motivating your exercise and your eating habits so that you can start to craft healthier ways to think and behave around both your workouts and the way you choose to eat. So if your cardio sessions are tied into, well, I have to exercise this long because I want to eat this much, this might be a good time to change that mindset, because that mindset is not serving you in your health and your fitness. And if there's one way that I would like to impact the fitness industry, the movement industry, it's that message. Exercise isn't punishment, and you do not have to earn what you eat. And I believe that we can all exercise to feel good and exercise outside of just weight to live our very best lives. Why does exercise have to always be tied to weight loss or weight gain? Actually, it's so amazing outside of all of those other things. And finding a healthier relationship to fitness and food is sustainable long term. And again, this is a huge message that I tied into the Strong Body program that I want to help people develop, is a way to find that healthy relationship to themselves, to exercise, and to food. I believe it is possible, and I put a whole bunch of self-care resources and content into my 6-week program because I want to help empower that message in everybody who takes the course and everybody on my YouTube channel. I want that message to get out in the world loud and clear, and I am finding any way that I can to work on giving it and putting it out there and giving people the resources and the tools and the education to empower themselves to develop a healthier relationship with exercise and with how they choose to eat. So if you're coming off of chronic cardio overload, if you've gotten an injury or a hormone imbalance, or you're struggling with any of the symptoms of too much cardio, you want to make sure that you fuel yourself with the right knowledge and tools and food to help you change things, change directions, and change the results you're getting. Making sure that your diet is clean and full of nutrient-dense, real food is a great way you can support yourself in being the very best version of you. So I want to hear from you. Have you experienced too much cardio? I know that I love the stuff and I can never get enough. But being able to moderate how much I get has actually opened me up to so much more for my fitness, for the results that I'm getting, for the energy I'm having in my day-to-day, for my long-term health and happiness. I want to be able to move for the rest of my life, and I want to be able to move with you for the rest of yours too. Please leave me a comment below if you've ever experienced the symptoms of too much cardio, of chronic cardio overload, or let me know if this is all news to you and you didn't know that too much cardio could actually be a negative thing. And of course, I'll include the links to my Strong Body Beautiful program in the description below, so that if you're interested in joining the revolution of people who want to train smart, build a balanced program, and change their relationships to food, to fitness, and how they train, you are invited to be in that part of my coaching course, and I would truly be honored to work with you in your fitness, in your health, and help you see the results that you really, truly want. I hope this video was helpful or insightful in some way. Leave me a comment below and let me know about your thoughts on too much cardio. And here's to you training smart and living a long, healthy, and vibrant life. I love you, YouTube friends. Thanks for being a part of my world, and I hope to share Strong Body Beautiful with you or another great video with you soon. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you later on YouTube.